Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. KD is at it again. He's been responding to responding guys on Twitter. KD says, Masters, like KD does it to disturb you, that regardless, whatever you do the rest of your career, you'll never be beloved by the fans in Golden State. Your Golden State move. That's you were like Anakin Skywalker that was supposed to bring balance to the Force. Then you joined the dark side. Fans buy merch. Vote me into the All-Star game to support me in real life. But Trey, he got off that tweet. So look, Kevin has made it abundantly clear. He's not going to shy away. He's going to speak, be it through his verified account or through his burner accounts. Mm-hmm. He's going to respond. What's your take on this, Gil?
Human, man. It's human. I mean, when you're talking about just us, even though we're athletes, right, personalities, we have feelings too.
Right.
And, you're talking about you're a Golden State fan and you're telling me that you would never be loved. Like 2 of your rings came because of me. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know what I mean? Like 2 of your rings came because of me. Right. No matter what you say, Steph Curry has 4 rings. 2 of those rings were because of me.
Right.
Right. I single-handedly, with the help of y'all, came in here and dominated, period. Right. Y'all lost to Cleveland and then came and got me.
Right.
And we won 2 rings off of my help. So to try to disrespect me would hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah, but he has to understand. People are looking at it. You joined a team that won 73 games. No team in the 77, 78-year history of the NBA has ever won that many games. And you joined a team that had a unanimous MVP. Since they've been handing out that award, only one man has ever won that award unanimously. That's Steph Curry. You joined that team after having that team down. You had the team down 3-1 that ended up losing the championship after being up 3-1. Mm-hmm. And you go join them, and you're like, bro, it's all good. And people say, well, LeBron did. Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, Miami won 47 games that year and went out in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why he doesn't understand why people like it would be like who won the championship? It would be like the Nuggets win the championship. And all of a sudden, Joel Embiid or Giannis goes and join. People are like, well, hold on, wait a minute, bro. And you win a championship, and then you up there beat your chest about, hey, I got 2 titles.
No. Listen. Wait, hold on.
Come on, talk to me.
They came and got me. They lost.
How can I get you if you don't want to go?
No, what I'm saying is they lost 3-1 to LeBron.
Yeah.
So that's 79 that day. That's 73, and that record didn't mean shit because they didn't win a title.
But you lost 3-1 to that very team. So what does that say about you? You had them down 3-1.
Yeah, we had them down 3-1. Hey, we won. We lost. We gave it up. They gave it up too and came and got me because they couldn't get past LeBron.
But you could have said no.
I could have.
That's what you told me. You said cash is yes.
Yeah.
So you could have said no.
Could have said no, but they was begging up. I need you, baby. All right, here I come. Right? Like it's not like he went to the champion. Like he is searching for something just like they are searching for something.
Right.
When he's a free agent, he has all the scoring titles. He has an MVP.
4.
Like he's a first ballot Hall of Famer
without the titles.
Without a title. Just if he ended his career at 28, first ballot Hall of Famer. The only thing he needed as an individual resume was a ring and a Finals MVP. Once he won that, he's been floating since.
Yes, but here's my thing, Gil. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you can be great without a championship.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to be considered the greatest, you have to have those. Okay. And this is why you have to have, because how do you put a guy with 1 MVP and say he's in the GOAT? Mm-hmm. Because now you're saying, okay, Kareem has 6 MVPs. Jordan has 5. Russell has 5. LeBron has 4. Wilt has 4. That's regular season MVPs. Now, obviously, they didn't start handing out finals MVPs till 1969. Mm-hmm. So How many would Bill Russell Finals MVPs would he have had if he had won 11 championships? I'm assuming if he wins 11, he's probably, let's just be safe, Gil, and says he wins 4. Let's just say that.
Okay.
He's going to win 4. Wilt probably, he won 2 titles. He's probably going to be at least 1 Finals MVP, maybe both, because he did average like 18, 19 rebounds and like 18, 19 points in the finals with the Lakers. So that's why I said for me, you have to have 3 regular season MVPs and at least 2 finals MVPs, because now you're just going to be bringing guys, so everybody that has 1 title and one regular season MVP can say, well, I'm in the GOAT debate. And how do we argue that?
But because you can, because at the end of the day, what is a debate? It's only 2 people in a sense, right? If we do a vote and we say, all right, let's do a vote, we're going to put 5 people out there. Whoever has the 2 highest, the other 3 get the fuck off, right? Like you're not even part of this debate anymore. We're saying your name for fucks and giggles, right? And that's just the way it is. So the debate is really not a debate. We're just trying to figure out how to keep people's name alive.
Right. But the thing is that no one has ever mentioned him in the GOAT debate. He brought that up. Me personally, now maybe you heard it because you're around basketball a lot more than I am. I do cover the game, but I've never, ever heard, since I've been on television the last 7, 8 years, anybody put him in the GOAT debate.
Nope.
Now, I could be wrong.
Okay, so his debate is, okay, right? Like when we talk about Kevin Durant, we talk about he is probably the best natural scorer that ever played, right? Yes.
Okay.
Right, so when you say natural scorer, it just, who scores better, him, Kobe, or Jordan? That's the category he's in.
That ain't no GOAT. So you to talk about, okay, so he in the GOAT scoring conversation. I'll take Wilt.
But we're talking about not just natural, the ability to just put the ball in the basket, right?
Yes.
So we that's what, like, just like the GOAT of point guards, the GOAT of shooting guards, right?
Yeah.
The big man. There's these layers of GOATs that we have.
Well, that ain't what we do, Gil. We don't say, okay, the GOAT of Africa is this, and the GOAT of India is this, and the GOAT of this jungle is that. That ain't what we do.
I know, but
Gil, we say GOAT. When we say GOAT, we're talking about a basketball player. And we're talking, a lot of times, we've kind of excluded the big men because we say, well, the big man couldn't do it because we got to get somebody to get them the ball. So that's why Kareem got 6 MVPs. He got more MVPs than anybody. He got 6 championships. And he was the all-time lead scorer, the 3rd all-time leading rebounder. And people poo-poo Kareem like he was trash. And people don't realize what you see Joel Embiid do. Kareem was doing that in the 70s.
But that's what I said. It was the 70s, man. They didn't care about basketball until the black and the white got together. When this was gumbo, right? When it was a gumbo, when it was a mixing pot of all the talent in the world, 78, 79, that's when the NBA started. That's why Magic, Bird was their guys.
Right.
So the GOAT debate is really, it's really not a debate, right? You have Michael Jordan, who stands in a room by himself, right? The things he did for the game can never be matched. There's never going to be a 10-time scoring champ.
No.
So no matter what you say, he's going to hold that. That's going to be held on everyone's hand. 10-time scoring champ, 6-time finals MVP. Those are not going to happen. I mean, not for another 10, 15, 20 years.
Nah.
So he's going to be in a category of his own. Everybody's really just fighting for second. It's fighting for second place. That's all this argument is when you're talking about debate, is who's going to fight for second place at this point.
Okay. That's, but I really never look. And that, like I said, I mean, obviously, when you're a great player, obviously you hold yourself in very, very high regard. I tell people this all the time, and people used to look at me like I was crazy. I say the greater the player, the greater the ego. It's really simplistic. And I said, and the guys in my sport that have the biggest egos are quarterbacks. They just do the best job of hiding it. because they've been groomed of saying, always saying the right thing. But they have the biggest egos. They absolutely do. That's why the coaches have to coach them the most delicate, because they are the ones that feelings get hurt the most, the quickest. So a lot of times he might be coaching the quarterback through one of his other players, yelling at the other player, "Hey, bro, you got to make that catch." When the quarterback threw that shit over his head. No, but you talking about make the catch. How about he give me a better ball to catch? But I was surprised. I can see, let's just say for the sake of argument, it's a conversation. It's Kareem and Jordan, and it's Magic, or it's Tim Duncan. And Tim Duncan is another guy. People make it seem like Tim Duncan didn't play in the NBA. Do people realize how great Tim Duncan was? He had to battle Shaq and Kobe ass. He couldn't get out of the West unless he went through them. And those were prime Shaq and Kobe. Not Shaq in Boston, not Shaq in Cleveland. Shaq at the Lakers at his absolute apex. And a Kobe that was coming in his own, a 19, 20, 23-year-old Kobe. I mean, y'all, so they're like, okay, yeah, a 15-time all defensive player, a regular season, multiple time regular season MVP, a multiple finals MVP, and people just like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, damn.
You know what it is? When you take all accolades away and you say, all right, if we put the best of the best and we have this tournament of a champion, we all are for ourselves. I don't know if you can get anybody today in today's game to bet against Kevin Durant. You can put Kobe, you can put Michael, I don't see anybody betting against him. They do that King of the Hill. That is probably the most unstoppable sumbitch that's playing.
But let me ask you a question. So do we got a guard? Because who is he gonna guard now?
He ain't. You got to stop him right now.
He got to stop somebody too. He ain't gonna make every shot.
Every team he's played on, he is King of the Hill. No one's beat him in King of the Hill. Steph, Clay, you name every team he's played on, he is dominant. That's why I said you wouldn't get nobody to vote against Kevin Durant, and that's putting that ball in that back.
But here's the thing that gets you in the GOAT. So if we took away Jordan, 6 finals and 6 MVPs, he ain't the GOAT. He ain't in the discussion. We have to use accolades to ultimately measure how great someone is.
But wait, he didn't have those when they gave him that title, though.
But see, that was the thing. That's not true. He was not the GOAT in the 80s. Larry and Magic was. And everybody talked about he was in the 80s, yeah.
87, 88, after 88, 89, it was an article, greatest players to ever walk this earth.
But the thing was, Gil, they were looking at it because they had never seen anybody like score and glide and do the things that he was doing. But he wasn't winning. That's why you have to have X, because had he been winning, well, the 80s would have belonged to him instead of Magic and Larry. But he wasn't winning.
But what I'm saying is, even in the 90s, when he started winning his championships, all he was doing is just shutting everybody up that he wasn't the greatest of all time. But nobody waited till he had 6 to say, okay, now you're the greatest.
But Gil, you do realize
the greatest player to ever walk the earth.
You do realize, like, Magic and Bird had Magic was on his last legs. Magic was not the Magic Johnson in the 80s that was winning. Larry back had gone out. Because think about it, what it takes. Remember what happened when Clay and KD went to all those finals? That was the Lakers and the Celtics. So the Lakers and the Celtics was battled out. So they went like 84, 85, skip 86, 87, and they battled out. One of those teams was in the finals damn near every year from the time Magic got in. Magic went 80, Larry went 81. Magic went 82, 83. Larry went 84. They played each other in 85. Bird won 86. Magic went back to the finals in 87, 88. And again, and I'm like, bro. So they're making Magic went to the finals 9 of his 12 years in the NBA. 9.
But that's what I'm saying. But none of it meant nothing if they gave him the crown basically crowned him when he won his first one because it was what he brought to the game itself. So, you know, when we looking at the finished resume, when we're finishing his resume, yeah, we can say, all right, 6 rings, 6 this. But when he got the crown, he didn't have all those accolades. They just knew he was the best player that ever walked this planet. You don't have
let's just say for the sake of argument. Let's just say for the sake of argument, he does what he does, and he doesn't win any titles. Is he the GOAT? No. You can't have that discussion. You cannot have an honest discussion with a man that has. Let's just say he wins because he did win one. He won in MVP in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So he just gets one MVP in the 80s, and let's just say he wins 2 finals. He's not the GOAT.
And all those scoring titles?
All those scoring titles. Because hell, if that's the case, Wilt is.
But what
Wilt had 7 and changed his game.
But okay, so in 92, 93, how is he the greatest player on earth with 2 rings? He already surpassed Wilt and all of them. Nobody was talking about Wilt anymore in 92, 93.
Well, first, that, like I said, people didn't. All of a sudden, the GOAT conversation came into effect because we're measuring him against Larry and Magic because of contemporaries.
Mm-hmm.
Because Wilt, first of all, there was basically just Wilt and Russell. They're 2 entirely different players.
Mm-hmm.
One was a scorer, other was a great defender, accomplished, won a lot of rings. But one guy averaged 30 and 23 for a career. The guy never averaged fewer than 18 rebounds in a season.
Yeah.
You average up all the 35 plus. Wilt got 5 seasons in which you scored at least 35 points a game.
That's
5.
Crazy. That's crazy.
5. Let that sink in. 5 seasons. He got like 60. Well, he had how many 30, 60-point games does he have? And so for me, I just think the thing is the GOAT discussion. I don't think we can honestly have the discussion without titles. And I understand that Kevin says, hey, why y'all not including me? I just don't think he has enough regular season MVPs. I think the 2 finals MVPs, you get 2 championship finals MVPs, but for me, you got to have at least 3 regular season MVPs to enter that discussion because the guys that we would include in that, they have so many.
But that's what I'm saying. If Jordan is the GOAT and that's who we're going to name as the greatest, right? Mm-hmm. There's nothing you can do individually that's going to accomplish. But the game has changed so much that there's just stats you're just not going to be able to obtain, right? But you're not going to be. So his criteria can't be the criteria. So you have to curve it. So that's why I said he can't be a part of this anymore because he's not in this door. Now,
well, I'm including everything. Because you put weight on regular season MVPs, you put weight on championship, finals MVPs, scoring titles, all NBA defensive teams, all-star games, points scored, things of that. Because we have to bring all of that to the table.
But the problem with that is they done changed that format too. So the centers back then that got voted in because it's just them and the rest of the centers, they get smushed in now with
it's the front court. It ain't no,
so you took away future centers from dominating like the rest did. So that kind of hurts the development, right? And we can say Curry was the unanimous winner, but you're telling me then who on God green earth voted against Jordan 88 performance?
Right. When they brought it against LeBron, remember Carmelo got the 1 vote? Somebody voted against Shaq. Remember that Shaq year? Shaq was 1 vote short.
So most of the stuff that we sit here and try to bring in it's faulty too, right? It's faulty. Now we have all-star voting.
Yes.
Where now those fan votes are not even true anymore. Now you get 50% something else.
Right.
We get to Diet Coke this motherfucker now too.
Yeah, because I think the players get a part of the vote too, right? And the coaches.
Coaches have their own goddamn vote. What you need to be in this vote too.
Right. Because
y'all voting for, to be honest.
Because usually, Gil, the fans always voted the starters in the NBA. That was the one thing, is that the fan says, you know what? This is who we want.
Yes.
And I think they kind of, it was somebody that it's almost when they got Zaja Pachulia in.
Yeah.
They kind of tweaked it after that. They said, come on now. So y'all making them up. But you remember when the fans voted Magic? Magic wasn't even in the NBA, and they voted him start the All-Star game, and he won the final. He won the MVP in Orlando in 92.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have the fans voting,
you got to let them vote.
You got Zaza in there. What's the problem? The fans
voted him in.
The people who were paying the rent, this is who they want. It ain't his fault that he got a big fan base.
Right.
That's the point of it. So you can see who the fans love. They wanted him.
Think about Yao. Yao was always gonna get voted in. He got the biggest fan base in the world.
Yeah. They had to like cut China off so they wouldn't vote damn Yao for everything. But that's what I'm saying. That was the point of it. Fans voting who they actually like. Right. Like why? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you had to be a fan favorite. That is the thing.